Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. This week, on Random Thursdays, I'm going to play this game called Monitor. Now, this is a free-to-play game that anybody can pick up at any time. So if you feel like it, you can go for it, give it a spin. But I don't know anything about this game really, apart from the title, which is Monitor, which kind of means there's going to be some kind of interaction with a monitor at some point in the game. The only other thing I know is that it's pretty damn scary and it's got warnings as you actually turn the game on. So, let's get started and see what happens. Clicking play, nothing's happening. There we go. Excuse me, I have a snap frog in my throat.
Good morning. The increase drew protest in the medical community from those concerned that many patients will no longer be able to afford the drug.
Oh.
Hillary Clinton says she will lay out a plan today about how to take on what she calls price gouging in the specialty drug market.
Hillary Clinton
has announced a shock sabbatical for the next 6 months, while unable.
And those capacitors, if they stop working, these myelin sheaths, you get multiple sclerosis.
That he was ready for arrest.
Can cause such devastating effects.
A creepy.
Very long working schedule.
Oh dear.
And he has asked the press to respect his privacy at this time. This is Alan George.
Ooh. Little snippets of information to give you a bit of background there. Phone's ringing. That's the intro to Monitor, ladies and gentlemen. It's very creepy. I really don't know what to think about that, but created and written by Dave Price. I think it was like a very small team who made this game. Maybe even just Dave Price himself, I don't know, but it's pretty interesting so far. So day one, this is where we are. Let's see what happens. It's loading right now. I have a feeling that this is not going to have much of the old sunshine and lollipops in the game. It might be pretty freaky. But 9 o'clock, you have one new message. Events board or phone.
Good day. I'm sorry for the rough transit from your home to this place, but I'm giving you the opportunity of your life.
Wow.
I'm sure you've heard of Emilio Bell from Dolos Pharmaceuticals,
No.
and we have possible intel that he may be up to something with his guests. He's gone away on a quick holiday at his getaway retreat, the Lynx's Crown. In front of you are 6 monitors. They are audio-bugged rooms. With the known knowledge of being a voyeur in the journalistic world, we thought you were best for the job. This phone is purely here for ourselves to contact you. Do not use this for any other reason, or there will be consequences. You will not be able to leave the room until the job is complete. You can check on the guests in the log. However, listen, learn, but do not act on anything you hear. You will be suitably reimbursed once the guests have vacated. Good luck.
Oh god. Right, that's a bit bizarre. It makes you think what's actually going to happen. So we've got the events log here. The events board. On this screen you can find everything that has happened of significance within your time listening in on the monitors and anything else that you may have found. Just remember, some of the clues will not be found by simply listening to inhabitants of the Lynx's Crown. Okay, so first of all, we've got a lot of clues here. It looks like there's some we should have found beforehand as well. Albert's cure to MS is called Chrysalis Project. Okay, so that's all we know so far, so let's go back. Is there anything else we can look? We've got a log here. And Emilio Bell. So this is the woman we should know about. So son of Giovanni Bell. Oh, phone's ringing.
Oh, hey, this is on behalf of Mr. X. I'm not supposed to give his name. You know that guy you talked to earlier? I'm terrible at this, I'm sorry. Listen, we've been having troubles with the monitor systems you've been using, so they may short-circuit a little bit. We've managed to figure out a way out to fix it, but you can only do it once a day, so use it sparingly. Okay, well,
God.
goodbye.
Right. Okay. So we might have some problems with the monitors, and we might have to. Is that one of the other clues? Yeah, a phone guy called, so that's another clue there. So we might have to fix the monitors at some point of importance. Anyway, Son of Giovanni. This is Amelia Bell, the one we were informed we should know about. So we should probably read this anyway. But Son of Giovanni Bell, the founder of Dolos Pharmaceuticals. Emilio has run the company after his. Oh, it's a woman. I thought that was going to be a woman, but it's a man. Of course, Emilio. After his father died of complications arising from multiple sclerosis. Reports indicate that Miss Bell has invited 4 people to a secret getaway retreat, the Lynx Crown. For what reason? For what reason is unknown, but activity within Dolos has been erratic. Further information about his activities has been safely guarded for the past 3 weeks. So there was 4 people. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people here. Giovanni Bell were the father. So he was the creator. Something just happened then. What just happened? Dining room. Something's going on in the dining room.
Well, I'll let you all chat and get along. I need to sort out some things and we can all meet up later. Dinner is served at 8.
So this, I think they gave us a notification because something's happening.
I'm going to go have a look at the retreat myself. Gonna have to take a look at that billiard room.
Okay.
Well, that just leaves you and me. Albert, was it?
Ooh.
Yes, sir.
Well, my name is John Walker, but people call me Wafer. I used to own an ice cream van back in the day and it just stuck.
I see. I'm a researcher for Mr. Bell. I've been working on a cure for MS.
Say what?
Yes, and I believe I found it. I'm working on something called chrysalis, a drug which restores the nervous system.
Wow, you suddenly just got more interesting. Listen, we need to catch up on that story. I think this could be someone I need to see. I'll talk to you in a while, Al.
Very well, Mr. Wafer. I mean Walker.
Okay, so it sounds like that might be the end of it, but this is a place where any rich aristocrat can take their fill and eat to their heart's content. The decor is wooden and lush, which adds to the richness of the room. So basically, we just got a few, I don't know if you noticed that, but we got a few clues. Yeah, Albert is working on a cure for multiple sclerosis. That should be Albert's cure to MS is called the Chrysalis Project. We kind of got that before. It looks like some of these other rooms are active. Oh no, it's broken, so we can't fix that just yet. Billiard room. That woman was going to the billiard room. Let's have a quick look here though.
Pasta. The hall.
This is the kitchen. Home to a grumpy chef, with some of the best food ever. Giant ovens are constantly on in here to making vast amounts of delicious treats. It doesn't sound like there's much more going on though. I just caught the end of him talking about a whore. Oh, billiard room's back on. Doesn't really sound like much is happening. One of the smaller rooms in the retreat. Oh, something else is going on. Probably. The conservatory has been fixed. Let's fix it.
Yes, I don't feel as tired or drained as I once did. Your research has proved that the cure is a success. We need to get this out as soon as possible once we've told the others.
What do the others have to do with this, sir?
You shall see, Albert, in due time. Now, I'd better get back to my other guests.
Right, so that's Albert who was researching on the Chrysalis project. And he's talking to somebody else about some details of the Chrysalis project. So this is the conservatory, which is the giant windows at the end of the room look out into the mountains near the Lynx's crown. A good place to reflect on one's decisions. So, something's going on in the study.
To the retreat for some sort it out over the phone because I doubt you'll want to deal with me in person. Especially about this. Okay, bye.
Sounds like a recorded message. Right. So this is a study which has research papers, etc. Oh, something else is going. Dining room or study?
Why did you invite John over?
He's my oldest friend. I had to invite him.
So what have you two got going on exactly?
A gentleman never gives away any secrets, especially considering the type of secret we have.
You're such a shithead.
Okay. Looks like they've left. So where to? Conservatory or dining room? Let's have a look at the dining room.
I'll come back later, Lana.
Looks like we're kind of going through this and picking up bits as they're happening in real time. Billiard room. No, quick dining room. Conservatory.
We're almost cured of sadness. We're almost cured.
Wow. It says it says detected. I don't know what that means. Something back in the dining room
Emily.
again.
Katie Dreyfus. I work for your uncle.
You work for John?
No. Wait. John is your uncle?
Oh, sorry, you meant Emilio. I called John my uncle. You know, one of those uncles that aren't actually your uncle.
I see. So you don't like Emilio?
It's complicated.
Things usually are with that man. Like once, he went absolutely spare at me for smoking a cheap box of cigarettes when I was doing cancer research. I told him dutifully to go fuck himself, and we never spoke of the smoking again.
You're kind of cool. You know that?
I've been called many things. Cool isn't one of them.
Well, by my standards, you are.
Well, kid, you got a low bar.
Well, nice meeting you, Katie. I'm going to go and get some new scenery with my very expensive glass of brandy.
You go show that scenery, Lana.
So, that was a little snippet into Emilio. He's a bit strange. It's a bit weird. I don't think we're going to have time to look at the log.
I'm Albert Greaves.
Well, hello,
it's Albert again.
Care to shine
Researcher.
some light on why you're the shit right now?
The what? Sorry?
The shit. You know, the tits, the best thing.
I'm sorry.
Never mind.
I apologize. I'm a little socially awkward. It's what happens when you spend most of your time in a lab looking through a microscope.
Well, at least you're self-aware.
I suppose I am. It's nice meeting you, Lana.
Likewise.
So that was Lana. I think that was the woman we heard before. It's difficult to keep track of them all. Nothing going on right now. Let's have a quick look here. So Albert Greaves, he's a researcher, right? So from the files we have about Albert Greaves, after studying at Oxford in biosciences, he has been attempting to find a cure for cancer, but failing miserably. Born into money, maybe he's not a researcher. His parents died very young. In his years to 2 forms of cancer. So they died of separate forms of cancer. Goodness, which has spurred him into finding the answers. However, something's come back again. Conservatory or billiard room. Let's go for
create a new
billiard.
drug, and then you went very quiet. Why?
We were attempting to try new techniques, and it never got us anywhere. We were going to use test subjects, but I couldn't bring myself to do it.
Well, that's what test subjects are, Katie. If they've signed to clinical trialing, then let them try.
Even so, the drug was so experimental, and I couldn't bear to have that on my conscience.
You should have done it.
Are you condoning killing someone for medical science?
Of course. We do it with animals, why not humans? Medical advances wait for no man without a few mistakes along the way.
But the people in which I would have tested on have little life left. What right do I have to take that away from them?
They made that decision.
Well, I can't make that decision. Let's play already.
So I think that was Albert and Lana. I'm not 100%. Albert sounds like a bit of a dick. Nothing major happening right now. Yeah, so he's born into monies, but however, in his research, he has caught the attention of Amelia Bell. He has had access to multiple funding streams and has caused some stirs with Dolos. So that's the pharmaceutical company. Even if his records don't make much sense. Okay, Lana, that's the other one. Born from Emilio's sister, Lana is the black sheep of the family, and not to mention the last remaining blood relative of the Bell line. She has lost touch with Emilio, as he wants to take over the business in case anything happens, drifting from place to place. When she turned 17, for almost 2 years, she has finally come back home. Okay. When she was invited to the retreat, she was quoted saying that she just wanted to come for the food. John Walker, who's this? Close friends with Giovanni Bell, so that's the father. To his death, he kept close to his son, Emilio. He ran a lot of favors for the Dolos business, okay? His name Wafer comes from the fact, well, that was the guy Wafer, right? We've got some new action in the conservatory.
I just know how much you mean to me after that whole thing with Dad.
I know. It wasn't something I was proud of doing, but it was the right thing.
John still doesn't know what we did.
He can't know. If he knew, he'd go crazy.
Anyway, come on. Dinner is nearly ready.
What did they do? That's creepy. I have no idea what they did.
It's going to be the grand dinner in the dining room, isn't it? It's all about you, Al, so make it interesting.
I will most certainly try.
Good. I could do with some entertainment.
Okay, so there was Albert. I think that was Wafer and some other guy. So the dining room
Suspense
looks like
all day. Get on with it.
Now. First, a toast. To old and new friends. Salute. Right. The reason why I've brought you here is for a miracle.
A miracle.
Yes, Lana. Albert Greaves, you've been working on a secret project for Dolos, haven't you?
Yes, Mr. Bell. I've been working on a drug called Chrysalis.
The wonder drug that can stop multiple sclerosis, right?
Yeah, Al, you told me about it as much earlier.
Wait, a drug that could have cured Gio?
That's right.
In essence, the drug lays dormant in the bloodstream, and after 3 days, it reacts chemically to create new neurological pathways in the body. So, imagine a caterpillar turning into a chrysalis to then be reborn as a butterfly. This drug is no different. It creates new neural plasticity links where the old ones cease to function during the 3 days it lays dormant.
What?
You've created a parasite in drug form that fixes any nerve damage?
In a sense, yes. The drug is slightly viral, in essence.
Emilio, you said you had proof of this. What have you done?
What's he done?
Whilst not hereditary, MS has the potential to pass on to close members of the family. My dad had it.
No, Emilio. You?
Emilio? You had what Giovanni had? How long have you been suffering?
I think it started a year ago, but I was a successful test subject of Mr. Greaves. I administered the drug 3 days ago, and I've never felt better. The tremors and fatigue have gone. He has saved my life.
Wow.
You mean this was the big research you were doing, Albert? He was a subject? I can't say I approve of your methods, but this is great to hear.
This is amazing. And I'm glad to hear you're okay. Amelia, but why are we here?
Great question. Now that the drug shows promising results, I'm going to need your help. I will discuss with each of you what I require personally, rather than air to the open here, but rest assured, I will need you, especially you, John. You've been more help to me than you know.
Why, thank you, Emilio.
In any case, drink. Be merry.
Oh, so he's like, he had MS. I thought it was cancer, though. Oh. Something's gone wrong. What's happened? Oh. Wow. So, if I get my head around this, John Greaves was working on the chrysalis project for Dolos Pharmaceuticals, and he was, excuse me, he's come up with a new kind of parasitical drug that stays dormant and then reconnects neural pathways, I think I said. And the father, Giovanni, died of MS, and the son, Emilio, that was it, the son Emilio, he had it, and he took it a few days ago, and he's never felt better. Now, we've heard different kind of things from different characters. I didn't find as many clues as I like, but if you look here, Albert is working on a cure to multiple sclerosis. You know that. Albert's cure to us is called the Chrysalis Project. You know that. The phone guy has been called an odd name of Mr. X by a technician. Okay. So Emilio L has been suffering with multiple sclerosis, which was the son of Giovanni, who died. So Katie sounds like she was on the cusp of a major breakthrough, but backed off since she didn't want to test on anyone. And so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clues, but we missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But however, this is after day 1, and it looks like something strange is about to happen after this. So I'm going to save this here, I believe, and let me know what you think. Tell me in the comments if you like it, and tell me if you want to go on to the next part. And if you do, we'll see what happens, because I've got a feeling this is going to get a lot weirder and a lot creepier. It already feels quite strange with the background, you know, noises and just kind of listening and watching. There's no real kind of visuals yet, but I quite like it so far. It's quite cool. It's quite interesting. So, but anyway, as always, thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see, please drop a comment. Let me know. Even like, and even better if you could subscribe. And yeah, I hope to catch you all for the next playthrough. Take care, guys. See you soon.